Greetings everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Flights. I'm your host, Lazerbolt, and every Friday night we get together, fly these beautiful birds around, whether it's the C-130 or something else. We do tend to fly a lot of the C-130 because it's great, and we fly around the world and have a good old time. Tonight we are sitting here in Wamena in Papua New Guinea. This will be our final flight in Papua New Guinea. We've covered all of the big island here, and by the end of tonight we're going to be just north of Australia. So that should be fun, and we have a quite treacherous night ahead of us tonight. We have a couple of our most treacherous landings yet. They're especially our first one. We're really going to have to be on our toes, but we'll see what that's all about when we get there. And hopefully everybody's having a good night. How you doing tonight, Bob? Good to see you.
Doing well, thank you. And yourself?
Oh, really well. I'm loving it. It's Friday again.
Yeah, you didn't warn me about the treacherous landing, and here I am in the stretch model.
Yep. It's not necessarily that it's a super short runway. It's just where it's located. We'll have to drop down really fast after getting past this one mountain ridge.
That's all right. I like the challenge.
I'm glad I actually checked it out when I made the flight, and then I went and tested it. And I'm like, okay, make a note of that one to be super careful, be really careful. We got our buddy Captain Hopper checking in. How's it going, Captain Hopper? Happy Friday, buddy. So we're going to be taking off in roughly 3 minutes or so. On this first leg, this is a doozy. We're going to have to climb up to about 17,000. So count on that, pilots. We're going to climb to 17,000 feet. We're going to try to maintain 230 knots tonight. That is our target speed, 230. That should get us where we're going. I see we have a new pilot joining us tonight, Riccio. Very good. Flying, maybe that's it is the Cessna Citation. Very neat little jet. I like that one a lot. Greetings, Riccio. It's nice to have new pilots around here all the time. We also got Mia Scully. She's quickly becoming one of the gang around here. She's been quite consistent these last couple of weeks, and it's always nice to have her. When we take off out of here, gentlemen, we're going to take a right-hand turn, and I believe we're going to turn to a heading of 112. Heading of 112 will get us on course. Remember to climb to 17,000 feet and maintain 230.
Okay, 112. Got it.
Yeah, I guess it's not completely quiet on the inside of the cockpit. There's a little sound, but I think they tuned it down just a little bit. You can barely hear anything.
Yeah, if you open your ramp door, you'll hear that engine noise come back in, or if you open your crew door, it gets loud. So,
right. What about your window, do you know? I always wondered about that. You open your window, does it do anything? Try.
My window's not going to open for me.
Yeah, mine either, for some reason. It clicks the latch, but it doesn't actually open. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, they broke that because it used to open.
Yeah, that used to work. Maybe they they don't want you to open it now because it makes too much noise. All right, pilots, we got under a minute here, so make sure you got your flaps all set and you got everything ready to go. Remember, we are at quite an elevation right now. We're right up there. Over 5,000 feet. So use as much of the runway as you need. We're going to take a right-hand turn out of here in probably about 10 seconds. Alrighty, pilots, let's go ahead and spool these birds up. Lazerbolt is spooling up, and we're rolling. Yeah, we are flying over some possibly even more desolate areas this week than we did last week. These mountains we're heading into are quite sparsely populated, and they're tall and craggy. But 17,000 feet should get us over it as long as we stick to the flight plan.
Yeah, should be no problem.
You know, yeah, I forgot to enter all my flight plan. I'll do that once we get up in the air. It's amazing, as soon as you take off, you remember all these things you forgot. It's like as soon as you walk in the door from coming back from the store, you remember 3 things you forgot.
Absolutely. And it's usually the stuff my wife sent me to the store to get, and then when I get home, she goes, "Did you get this?" Oops.
It was the whole reason why you went. Okay, I got a big problem here. This is not good.
See you nosediving.
Yeah, as soon as I hit my autopilot, it sent me into the ground. Oh no. Oh no, what happened there? What in the world could that have been out? Alright, everybody, just go ahead and don't mind me. I'll catch up to you.
Okay.
That wasn't good. What happened there? That was unusual. As soon as I hit autopilot, I just went nose down. Very strange. Hopefully don't keep doing something like that. I don't like that at all. Well, I wonder where our buddy is tonight. Longhorn didn't make it. Maybe he's going to be a little late. Sometimes he works pretty late.
Wamena Tower.
All right, let's try this again.
Oscar November ready at runway tree. Straight out departure.
That was not cool. I did not enjoy that. Especially since I have no idea what just happened. What in the world was that?
I don't know, unless your pitch control was full down, and when you hit autopilot somehow.
Right. It was weird because when I did it, even my my vertical speed indicator was above the horizon. I should have been climbing, but it sent me right into the ground. Very odd. All right, let's try this again. Get this here going. What is it? The heading is 112.
Yeah, 112.
113 is close enough. My stick only does it in increments of 2, oddly enough. All right, 17,000 feet. Oh boy, oh boy. Flaps all set here. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and give this another try. Rolling. I'm right behind you. I'll catch up in a hurry.
I'll just set cruise at 200 so you can catch up easier.
Right on. So far so good, but everything looked pretty good last time too. Well, whatever that was, I'm about to find out if it's still an issue here. All right. Fingers crossed. That is much, much better than it was. Okay, I'm already through 10,000 feet, climbing to 17,000. I'm a little surprised they haven't released a patch yet to fix a couple little things, but maybe they're just waiting until they got a bigger list of stuff to fix.
Yeah, I
And
think
you know what I'm
usually
talking
that's what
about.
they
I'm talking about that prop twirl.
do. Yeah. I bet that's what they're doing. They're waiting until they get enough to justify making a new download.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it over this mountain here. Yeah, I have had quite a week. Holy moly. It's been a good week. Actually, it's been a very good week. But I've been a busy boy.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday. Well, it's been a good week already as it is, and then I've just been a busy boy because I've been helping my sister do a few things, and I've had a lot of stuff that I had to take care of this week, and I took care of everything I needed. And yeah, my sister, I spent a couple hours over there today. She's doing a little renovating in her backyard, and she's going to have some work done to her porch. So she wanted to know if I could come over and start dismantling the porch that is there. So, yep, grabbing a crowbar and popping all the wood off there and pulling all the nails out and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it was a busy day. That's not fun work at all.
No, I can imagine not.
But it's for my sister. She's a good kid. I'll help her out. She's going to have some painting that she wants me to do too. She's going to want her basement painted, and I'm like, I can take care of that. She had her knee operated on not too long ago, and it's still giving her problems. Which I've seen so many knee operations to where it's just like it never goes away. Half the times the operation is worse than what it felt like before. You know? It's weird how that is. And then I've also had other friends who had complete hip replacements, both sides, both hip sockets replaced. You'd think that's a pretty major surgery. Nah, 10 days later he's walking around like nothing happened. It's like, good Lord. It's just weird how a knee surgery seems to be more tricky than a lot of other ones. I've seen a lot of people that had complications after knee surgeries too, including my mom. Unfortunately, when my mom had a knee surgery about 10 years ago, she got MRSA and it killed her. Yeah, that was a knee surgery. I don't know. I don't trust knee surgeries for some reason. But yeah, my sister just had one. Actually, not just had one. Had it like at the beginning of the year. And like I said, she feels worse than she did before it was worked on. But if she needs a little help doing some painting, I'm here. Alrighty, I'm going to go about 240 until I catch up to y'all. I can see Mia up there. This would be a good time to program my flight computer. I totally forgot to do that first time. Alright, what do we got? Whiskey, Alpha, Victor, Victor. Not allowed, it says. It's because I'm already in the air, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
you've already passed it,
do
so
a direct
yeah.
intercept, and then... Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're not even there anymore. That makes sense. Alrighty then, how about we do it this way instead? Whiskey,
Yeah, just
Alpha,
put in the last.
Juliet, Oscar. Whiskey, Alpha, Juliet, Oscar. Bingo. What else we got? Alpha Yankee Mike Romeo. And our final stop, Mopah. Whiskey Alpha KK. Kilo. Alright. Got a flight plan going on here. We're styling. You'll notice the ground we're covering right now, or the mountains we're covering. They're really something. Really impressive mountain range. Get that terrain awareness warning system
They're
going.
pretty high.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty high and they're very varied. Okay. Terrain awareness says we're doing just fine. Of course, I forgot to set my CDI to INAV 1, and we are cooking now, baby. Yeah, the good news on our upcoming airport here is, let's take a closer look. Good news is we have a 4,200 foot runway. That's not too bad. We are at an elevation of 4,200 feet, so that's not too good, but also not too bad. That's the good news. Bad news is when we get there, we're going to be dropping in. You'll see there's mountains right in front of it. We're going to drop down, and we're going to be coming in at runway 11. Count on runway 11 when we get there.
Sounds like a tactical assault landing or something.
It will
there
be.
Then.
Even before I start descending, I'm going to slow way down with lots of flaps, and then when I start my descent, I'm going to hopefully be able to drop her down quickly enough and still be going slowly enough to make that landing. Like I said, I was pretty glad that I checked this out a couple days ago and realized, oh boy, that's going to be a doozy. I better warn everybody to really be on their toes for that one. Good news is, like I said, it's pretty much straight in. We're already heading for it, so we'll get down.
Ooh,
we'll be safe and sound.
Just passed under me.
I'm going so fast, I've got them streamers going even when I'm at cruising altitude. Did I pass you guys yet? I couldn't have.
No, yeah, you're on my left wing, a few miles. Let's see.
Okay, I got you. Yep, when I did my flight plan, my flight path ended up just to the left of you guys. Because I was in the air when I did it instead of on the ground when I did it.
When I look at the EFB, it doesn't match what my flight plan, my airplane is telling me to fly.
It doesn't? That's weird. How is it off?
It's missing part of the plan, apparently, because it's just got one line straight to the end point.
Is that what it's telling me to follow right now?
I may have to, let me reload that flight plan and see if it changes.
Yeah, everything worked out okay as soon as I did a direct to. Alright, I'm going to slow down a little bit and hopefully that gets rid of my weird streamer situation.
Yep. Now it's right.
Ah,
Now
good
that's
deal.
right.
Good beans. Yeah, when I see all this awesome like mountain ranges and that there's lakes down there and cool rivers and trees, it just makes me wish I could go down there with a horse, like Red Dead Redemption, and just kind of ride around and check the place out. You know, it'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. What's your speed now? I'm doing 230 and everybody's passing me.
Yep, I'm bringing her down to 230 right now, 230.
Okay.
That's going to give me real close to a 300 ground speed. Actually, quite a bit more than that. Holy moly, I got a hell of a ground speed.
I got a 312.
Yeah, my ground speed's about 315. So, yeah, good deal. All right, we're only 51 miles out. You'll notice. So we got there in a hurry. This was a short leg. So, like I said, when we're maybe 30 miles out or so, I'm already going to begin slowing down, adding flaps, getting ready to descend.
Okay.
And then we're going to have to descend quite quickly.
Well, shucks. So Longhorn's missing this part then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would have loved this. This would have been a great
Sure
one to
would've.
forget your auto throttle.
No doubt there. I think we've all done that so far. Maybe
Oh, it's
Mia hasn't, but
many times. I do it all the time. Yeah, I was getting all ready to watch Captain Harper's stream yesterday, and he said he was having some technical difficulties. That's a shame. Hopefully you get that squared away, Hop. You can see up ahead to that like second ridge that we're crossing. There's the one right in front of us, and then just beyond that, you'll see just to the right there's a bit of a saddle, and that's going to help us descend if we stay in that little bit of a low-lying area. That'll be a good place to hit and then go do your descent. The elevation of the airport is 4,200 feet, so when I drop down, I'm going to drop down to about 6,000, maybe 6.5. Of course, by the time that happens, we're going to be actually landing, so just bear that all in mind. Just look at this down here, man. Isn't that great? Bunch of lakes on this hill. I want to hop on my horse and ride around. My Red Dead Redemption horse would love this place.
yeah, you had to pack a lot of beef jerky because it looks like you're a long way from anywhere.
Yeah, we are. It's a long way back to town.
Yeah, did you see they having spring sales on the marketplace for some of the airplanes?
I did. I just noticed that. I didn't look to see what they had on sale. Did you see anything you've been looking forward to?
I just got myself a B-52 bomber.
Oh, you did? Well, that's cool. Have you had a chance to check it out yet?
Yeah, I flew it a couple of flights, and
That's cool.
it don't turn on a dime, that's for sure. And
How iconic, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. See what they got.
It was $32 with tax, so not too bad for
Nice.
a B-52.
Yeah, not too bad. You know what company makes that? Is it one of the big players?
I can't remember.
I'm guessing for that kind of money, it's pretty premium.
Yeah, it was I think it was a 10 or 15% discount on it right now.
Real nice. All right, I'm shooting for that gap. I'm already 31 out, so I'm going to need to really start thinking about what's going on here. Set my altitude select to about 6,500. Start slowing down. are. Howdy, howdy.
Yep, you just crossed in front of me a little ways, a couple miles in front of me.
Yeah, this is just some of the most mountainous stuff I've ever seen. We fly all the time, and this is actually something.
And I see little airstrips on top of these mountains here off my right wing. You'd have to be a boost pilot to get down on that. Look.
Yeah, maybe they're little grass strips or something. Alright, I am going to begin drastically slowing down, adding flaps, and begin my descent here any minute. Just gave myself a warning. Alright. Hopefully this, once again, doesn't shoot me into orbit once I start descending. It's always a concern with this aircraft. Alright, I am going to begin my descent. I'm at 21 miles. Bring her down. When we get over that ridge, we're going to have to bring her down quickly. So we're only going to be a few miles out from the airport. The airport's not that hard to spot, actually. It kind of sticks out in the area that it's at. So it's easy to find. It'll be easy to see just how hard it is to hit. Descending through 13,000 for 6,000. I'm not descending quickly enough. I'm only 13 out. One of the reasons to go super slow at this point. It'll give you extra time to descend.
Oh, I think I see it. So there in the valley.
Yeah, it's not very hard to spot. I'm still about 11 miles out. I don't quite see it yet. Actually, I think I do. It's right up here. Well, I'm going to have to give myself an overspeed warning because I need to come down. I'm going to go ahead and drop her down. I don't care if the airplane complains about it, and it will. It's already complaining. 11,000 feet. I need to get down to 6 or less. So I better hurry up so I can put them gear down.
I'm at 9 miles. I got a good slow approach lined up, dead even with it. So
I'm still at 9,000 feet. I'm a good 5,000 feet above the runway. Only about 7 miles out. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. I'm over 200 miles an hour, 200 knots, and I cannot slow down.
oh, I dropped to 180 a little ways back there.
I dropped to 150 a little whiles ago. In my descent, it sped me right back up to 210. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and disengage my autopilot here. Cross my fingers and hope for the best. Don't forget that auto throttle. Hopefully I can get my bird down around 150 knots so I can put that gear out. Yeah, it's a real nice approach to the airport, though, if you get down early enough. Alright, come on and slow this thing down. Almost ready for the gear. I think I could probably put it out right now if I tried. Let's go. I am way high, way fast. Okay. Screw it. Nose dive and bring her down.
Oh Lord, I see it.
Wow, I gotta lose a lot of altitude, man. I still need to lose about 200 or 2,000. Okay, this is not too bad. Notice this is another one of those where the runway is kind of not lined up with the satellite image. And the satellite image has a big X on it, like this is no longer a runway. Oh boy, am I coming in fast. Oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Come on, baby. Uh-oh, this ain't good. This ain't good. I'm going through town. Oof. Alright. I tapped the building. No biggie. Okay. That was a big, big crash.
Pick me up a soda while you're over there.
It looks like you made it just fine over here, huh?
I stopped just in time.
So I got
going
in
at least
just
20
in time
knots
to
too
see what
fast.
I
Hey,
see.
our buddy Coast is here. Coast, how you doing, man?
Yeah, well, I know where reckless driving is now.
Yeah, you saw that. It was pretty bad, wasn't it? I'll try my best to finagle my way out of here.
Reminds me of the old days when we started.
Oh, we've had plenty of bad landings. I know I have. Goodness sakes, I just couldn't quite shake that last 20 knots. Alright, here we go. Let's go back
My
and
steering quit working.
let's meet back up on the beginning of that runway there. And yeah, both you guys came in just fantastic. Look at you two. Wonderful.
My steering quit turning on me for some reason. It stuck.
Oh, and you're stuck right there, huh?
Yeah, my steering wheel, my nose wheel won't turn.
That is odd. Boy, there's been just a couple odd little issues tonight. I had that one starting. I didn't have any issue just now. That was 100% my fault. That was not good. But yeah, when I took off and it sent me straight into the ground, that's new. Never had that. And it's weird to have issues like this pop up when there hasn't even been an update. So, my buddy Coast, how's things going over there in Buffalo?
66 degrees today.
Yeah, it was nice today. It really was here too. I love it. It's been nice. It's been raining a lot, but it's been pretty nice. Yesterday, it rained like cats and dogs, man.
Yeah, we got rain too. Hopefully, tomorrow Well, we're getting close to Easter, so going over for dinner tomorrow night. My daughters.
Oh, right on. Well, that sounds good. You're a little on the quiet side, buddy. I can barely hear you, but I can hear you.
How's this?
Oh, this is much better. Said dinner at the daughters tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, gonna go over and have somebody cook for us, and it was good.
Oh, there you go. Having someone else cook is always a good deal. Yeah, here I was warning everybody that this is not an easy runway, and I'm the one that screwed it up. The rest of you pilots were right on the ball. Oh, what fun is it when they're all easy landings, right? I mean, you wouldn't say that in real life, but in the game. Your nose wheel's still acting up there, Bob?
Yeah, can't turn it. I'm trying to troubleshoot it here. I don't know what the deal is.
I wonder if you broke it, if it came down too hard. Yeah, Coast, the weather's turning really nice around here too. I am loving that. I'm ready for some regular weather instead of Arctic weather. Had enough of that this year. And my airplane ain't turning with a damn either, but it's turning. Okay. Well, that was not pretty. As we get ready for the next leg here, we're going to do 17,000 again. Actually, we probably won't need to go quite up to 17,000. Geez, I don't know. Let's see if we can do 10. Honestly, I think we can do 10,000. Right after this ridge that's in front of us, it all drops off, and it's much lower elevation. You just get past that little mountain in the distance there.
Try to respawn back in here and see what happens, but I don't know. That's weird.
That is weird. Just when you think you got it figured out, they throw you a new one. Never saw that. We're at Whiskey Alpha Juliet Oscar. Next destination, 115 degrees. We have a super chat here from my buddy Ken Knapsack. He suggests that we get there safe. I agree, buddy. We need to get there safe. Hopefully you didn't see that last landing. That was poor. It was really poor. I should have been a little more prepared for that. Yeah, it's happy to see you on a Friday night, Ken. some of you might have heard of me talking about a show called The Blathering in the past. I talk about it quite a bit. It's one of my favorite things. That's Ken Knapsack's community over there on his Ken Knapsack channel. Yeah, I think a lot of people here would actually kind of like that too. He has a show he does a number of times a week called The Blathering. It's a lot of fun. The community is fantastic around there. I fit right in. And yeah, kind of fun. They talk topical stuff and not topical stuff, and it generally has a light, kind of silly attitude about the whole thing. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, it's neat. They play games, and yeah, it's a good time. It's hard to put into words what all goes on over there because it's a lot, but it's always fun. Like I said, the community is great too. Did reloading solve your issue, Bob?
No, I respawned here at the airport at the other end, and it still won't let me do it.
Oh, that almost sounds like maybe you got something wrong with your stick. Does everything work on your stick? I mean, everything else, your ailerons and all that?
Yeah, all flight controls are still working just fine.
Except
Rudder,
for
elevator, aileron. Except the nose wheel's not linking up to it. I changed it in the little knee pad we got over here inside the cockpit. I linked it with that. Went back to the control settings, and it's linked there. So I don't know why it's not turning.
On that pad to the left, can you check it and see if it needs repairs? I'm not sure where that would be, but there are failures on here.
Yeah, I checked the failures. There's none there.
Yep, no failures for me either, luckily. Of course, I don't have mine on max realism either. I don't need none of that noise. I tell you what, you guys have no idea how much I appreciate these super chats. I appreciate it. It's great. It's one of those things that I forgot I even have the ability to do, is to set up super chats. And yeah, when it happens, I love it. It's a big surprise, and it helps out a lot around here, I tell you what. It's not going to make it easy to land. Sorry, Bob?
You guys go ahead and take off. I'll try to reload and see what happens. I'm going to
right on. That might be your only choice. Do you have drivers for your stick? For me, like for my Cytec sticks, I have a driver that I can just launch that, and it redoes all the drivers, and everything's fine. Sometimes, I don't know, it's a shot in the dark, but sometimes it fixes it if it's a control issue. We do need to get these birds back up in the air, though. We got a schedule to keep, so let's go ahead and do that.
Oh.
On this leg, 10,000 feet. 10,000 feet, 230 knots. Alright, don't forget your flaps. We are at an elevation of 4,000 feet plus. Air's pretty thin up here. Be aware that right directly at the end of the runway, there's a little hill. Don't hit that hill. Go to the left of it if you have to, but don't hit that hill. Alright, let's get these birds in the air. Lazerbolt, rolling. Says I've got a trim issue. I hate when it says that because I'm not sure if it's trimmed up or down. Alrighty. Well, I don't know how many airplanes come in and out of here on a regular basis, but that's quite an airport. And it doesn't matter which way you're coming from. It's difficult from both directions. We came from the easy direction. I keep giving myself a master caution here. It's for a different reason every time. Nav captured, and we're on our way. Reminder, we'll need to climb to 10,000 this time. 10,000. I'm going to miss Papua New Guinea just for the awesome sights around here. These beautiful mountains and covered with trees and forests and stuff. It's absolutely stunning. I'm going to miss that. Next week we're going to be in Australia. It's going to be fun. There's a lot less mountain ranges around there, at least this type. A lot more deserts and open lands and outbacks and stuff. For some reason it shot me right past 10,000 feet. My pitch control knob does nothing. What's going on today? These things are acting weird, man. We're past 12,000. Well, it's not another Friday the 13th, is it? We got gremlins tonight, guys.
Okay, I'm on the runway taking off, and I got my steering back.
Oh, you did? You just had to restart the game?
Yep.
Okay, good deal. Boy, the times we're living in where you can just restart the flight simulator and it only takes you a minute or two. I remember back in the FSX days, to restart the sim would take 20 minutes. One of these beautiful mountains. I love it. I said I want to get my Red Dead Redemption horse out and just kind of wander around these mountains. Find a little lake to hang out by and do some fishing. I just noticed that Mia is in a long configuration C-130J. Neat. If she gets a little closer, I'll have to check see what paint job she's got. I believe usually she flies the short one like I do.
I think it said Luftwaffe.
Oh, really? That's cool. That's my old homeland there, Germany.
Oh, geez, I had to make a U-turn. I saw you guys behind me, so I was going the wrong way.
Oh, it started you on the other run. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it did. Because it'd be easier to put you on the other one, so it puts you on the hard one. I'm back up to 14,000 feet. I don't know what the hell's going on here. God, is there a chance that somehow I got knocked out of autopilot? I think there's a chance I got knocked out of autopilot. There you go. Let's try this again. Hopefully it brings me right back down. Way higher than I need to be. jeez, I don't need to drop like that fast. I tell you, got a ghost in the machine tonight. Everything is not running smooth. That's what I get for having such a good week. It was absolutely a great week. Loved it. I needed a good week. Been a busy one now, I'll tell you that. It's like I'm out there like reefing on boards and nails and dismantling my sister's porch, you know, and thinking, oh my God, it's been a while since I've done this kind of hard work. And yeah, I'm looking over at my sister who's 8 years older than me and she's just plugging away. It's like, geez, oh Pete says, take it easy.
Can't let her show you up.
No, exactly. She's always been like fantastic shape. I mean, just a few years ago, like less than 10 years ago, you know, she was in her, you know, late 50s and she was doing triathlons and shit. It's like, get out of here. You know, just out of the blue. She's like, I think I'm going to give triathlons a shot. You know, so all of a sudden she's swimming and biking and running and competing quite well in it. It's like, God, sis, where do you get this from? Okay, I'm finally stable over here. 10,000 feet, 230 knots. On course for the next airport.
We're flying at 10,000 this time.
10,000. It's going to be barely enough in the beginning, but after that it drops right off. I'm actually looking forward to painting my sister's basement. I used to paint for a living for a couple years. I house painted with a buddy of mine, and I always liked it. I was like, that's not a bad job. It was a pretty nice gig in the summertime for a couple kids running around painting stuff. This painting is one of those things that it's like everybody can do it, but nobody wants to do it. They'd rather pay somebody else, you know. And I always enjoyed it. I mean, it's not bad if you got the equipment. It's not that bad of a job. I'm looking forward to doing that. One thing I'm noticing today, I haven't once seen that pink line. It's weird. There's so many different things happening tonight, and there was not an update. How does this happen when there's no update?
I don't know. I didn't see it the last time you guys did either. I didn't, not once.
No, I don't have it at all. No, none. Last week and the week before, it was on continuously. No, it's gone. All right, well, good. Beans. Yeah, I believe once we make the jump down to Australia, we're going to be just to the west Darwin. I think we're going to kind of go around the coast of Australia, kind of clockwise around the coast. And when we get down near, you know, the place that has all the orcs and hobbits and stuff. You know, come on. Help me out.
You're asking the wrong person. There you go. Okay.
When we get near New Zealand, we're gonna hop out and check that out a little bit too.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. New Zealand's one of my favorite places. Australia is cool and everything, but New Zealand is really something. My airplane's doing the craziest stuff right now.
I'm doing good, man. I got ground speed at 352. I'm doing 293 knots.
I think this has something to do with the, it's just the geography around here. When I got up over this plateau, my airplane just started doing weird stuff. You have to let me know if it does the same thing for you. For me, it didn't last long, but it sent me all over the place. Yeah, I've got Mia back there too. It looks like she's struggling with the stick. So I wonder if there's coming out of that valley, if there's like a big wind swirl coming out of there. It's causing problems. Disrupted the airflow or something. You back up in the air, Bob? Everything's good? Okay, I got your name back there.
Yeah, I'm probably catching you. I'm doing 290 with the ground speed at 348.
Yeah, my ground speed is only 275. This upcoming airport is also not the easiest to land at, but it's way easier than that last one. We're looking at Alpha Yankee Mike Romeo. When we get there, we're going to come straight in on runway 9er. Let's do that, runway 9er. Only 2,700 feet of elevation this time. That's not a biggie. A 6,000 foot runway though. That's real nice. That's considerably bigger than that last one.
So you don't have to worry about the buildings at the end then, do you?
Hopefully we don't. Yeah. So
Coach, did you log in? You say you got in just in time to see that? That was awesome.
Yep. Sorry, Bob?
I was asking Coach if he was in there in time to see that happen.
I think that's the first thing he saw when he hopped in was me crashing into that house.
Yeah. Well, I heard you say, I'm going to die for the deck sort of thing.
I thought, oh, this is a good time to go in. That's just the problem with this bird. It's like, you cannot slow down if you're descending. It's just, it wants to keep going faster and faster. And then by the time I got down to a reasonable altitude, I was going way too fast to put my gear out.
Yeah, I was going fast when I put my gear out too. I wonder if I broke it somehow. And then when I hit the ground,
yeah,
I bounced just a little.
I was getting all kinds of overspeeds. I should have broke everything on my plane, from top to bottom. I don't have it set for the super realism settings, just regular realism settings. That's the last thing I need, is to do something stupid and have it to have consequences. Who needs that?
Well, gosh, that's what makes it exciting.
I was impressed with both of you guys. That was the second time I'd been at that airport. I had trouble both times. You guys landed like nothing. You guys landed right on the money. I showed you exactly what not to do.
Yeah, we did learn from your examples, that's for sure.
I'm just trying to help. Coming up on draft. NFL draft is going to be in about 2 weeks. I like that. Always interesting. Not just interesting to see what your team gets, but what everybody else is getting. And
where's it being held?
This is my big chance to learn about some of these college players, because I don't watch too much college ball. I know a lot of people like college better, but I don't. I want to watch the big boys. I like watching the pros. And this is my big chance to catch up on who's all the new hotshot kids out there, you know. That being said, I got no idea what the Lions are looking at. We made a lot of moves in free agency.
Okay, I'm gaining. I'm showing, I think it's Mia's telemetry I'm reading. It says I'm 11 miles and gaining behind her.
Right on. You'll catch up to us for sure at that next airport. We're not going to have to drop down too much either. Let's see here. You said that airport was about 2,000 feet. We can lose about 6,000 feet and go down to 4,000. That'll get us there just fine. We'll worry about that in a minute. Still 104 out. Alright guys, frozen burritos. What's your favorite one?
I kind of like mine thawed.
Unfrozen. I take unfrozen.
There you
Unfrozen?
go.
Yeah, you guys are a lot of help. No, so I've got a couple of those red hot, spicy bean and beef ones. Can't wait
I
to
do
eat
like
them later.
spicy, yes.
I love them red hot ones. They're not that hot. You know how it is. Usually when something like that says it's not that hot, especially if you like hot food. For somebody who doesn't like hot food, it might taste too hot for them. But it's got a good flavor. I like it.
I had me some good red hot spicy buffalo wings today in an air fryer. Man, they came out pretty darn good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Recommendation: if you have people who are visiting you, don't go for the beans.
You don't want too
Yeah.
gassy company going on, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna make some wings for Sunday. We always play cards on Sunday, and I know it's Easter, but we're still playing. But yeah, I told the gang I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of wings, so I'm gonna be cooking wings on Sunday. I like doing that. Wings are easy. Kind of hard to screw them up, you know.
For sure. Yeah.
I think you'll notice right before we get to the airport, there's a bit of a ridge, but we're going to swing to the right of the pink line, and that'll get us around that ridge. We'll be lined right up with that runway 9.
I believe I'm going to catch you guys before the airport because I went from 11 miles down to 8 miles behind you now.
Oh, you catch
If
up
I
in a
can
hurry.
keep-
Oh yeah, you're gonna be right here.
I'll blow my wings off there.
And we'll pick them up later on. I believe our last leg will be able to go 8,000. So, nice. We are coming up on our penultimate stop though. So when we get to this airport, we're going to take a 10-minute break. That's tradition around here. That'll give you a chance to go down and like and subscribe and do all the stuff. And I don't know, maybe let the dog out, maybe grab something to eat, grab a drink. I think I'm going to need a stiffer cocktail out of that after that crash there.
You and me both. I just downed a pina colada from all the stress. Now all I got left now is what the heck was that called? The fireball?
Oh, fireball. You might have to hit that fireball, huh?
I might give that another try. I don't know how these two are going to mix, but
I
we'll
turned
see.
my plane into a fireball a couple minutes ago.
Well, after 2 of these kind of drinks, I might be doing the same kind of landings as you just did.
Yeah, I can see why pilots are known to be alcoholics.
Yeah, but see, the difference is they can't do it while they're flying, but we can.
That's true. That is very true. Only 85 out. In another maybe 35 miles, I'm going to begin. I'm going to go about 15 degrees to the right. I guess around that little lip there. So I finally started watching a show that everybody's been talking about how good it is. And yeah, I started watching. What's that called? It's on Apple. It's on Apple Plus. It's got the lady. It's written by the same people that did Breaking Bad, Vince Gilligan, and it's got that lady in there. What's her name? Seahorn. She's in it. She's like the main character. Pluribus, I think it's called. Yeah, I started watching that. I'm about 6 episodes in. It's getting really good. It's another one of them where it's like I kept hearing so much good stuff about it. I thought, I'm going to give it a try, see what it is about. I don't normally watch all of that much stuff. I mean, I do, but I don't. I'm one of those guys that, honestly, most of the times I watch something that's something I already saw. Because I know what I like, you know what I mean? So a lot of times I'll just watch something I've already seen if I'm in the mood for it. But people keep talking about this Pluribus, about how good it is, and it is good. I like it. It's good. I don't think it's too big of a spoiler to give you the general gist of the show, but it's basically like a zombie apocalypse. And I'm super anti those kind of shows. It's not my kind of thing. I don't like blood and guts and, brains and all the evil zombies running around. And then the worst part of that is the humans are worse than the zombies. You know what I mean? It's like, that's your real enemy, is the humans trying to steal your stuff, after the big zombie apocalypse. But this is different. This is like, there's like a zombie apocalypse, but the zombies are really nice and friendly. Everybody on Earth, there's like 12 people on Earth that are not affected by the zombie virus. And all the rest of the people on Earth, everyone is a zombie, and they got like a hive mind. Everybody has the same thoughts. Like, everybody on Earth is a good pilot, everybody on Earth is a good chef, everybody on Earth is a good juggler. You know what I mean? Because it's a shared mind now. But everybody's really nice. So there's no crime, there's no wars, there's no hostilities, everybody's really nice. And so it's weird, it's like there's these 12 people who are unaffected by it. And the zombies, if you want to call them that, they're just like normal people, They just, they told her that, hey, we're still trying to figure out how you can join us, and, don't worry, we'll have you as one of us soon, you're welcome. Like, they're being really nice to her, we think that in about 3 weeks we can figure out what the deal is, and then you can join us. And she's like, screw that, I want nothing to do with what's going on here. This is insane. This is weird and insane. I'm not going to have nothing to do with it. And they're really nice. Like, she'll be out working in her yard, and she, is like working herself to death, and a car pulls up with the, lady pulls out, it's got a bunch of water. She's like, hey, you need water, have some water, you need your electrolytes, and if you need some food, just let us know. If you need something, just wave towards the sky, and we'll send it to you in a drone. They're just really super friendly, really nice, and they're trying to keep everybody alive, instead of, the opposite, they're trying to kill everyone. But it's weird. Oh, the biggest twist in the show, which is the irony, that when one of the 12 people who's left, when they have like an emotional breakdown, or they have like super negative energy, it causes all the rest of the people in the world to have a seizure. They just seize right up. Everyone. The entire world, all the zombies just kind of seize up, and they can't handle the negative emotions. And that doesn't sound like that big of a deal until the time it happens in the show. Then they let the lady know. They're like, well, you're going to have to watch your emotions, because the last time you had an emotional outbreak, 8 million people died. She's like, what? And they're like, yeah, you killed 8 million people the last time it happened, because everybody seized up. You know, so there's people falling downstairs, there's airplanes falling out of the sky, there's cars crashing, you killed 8 million people the last time you did that, so try not to do that anymore. They're really nice about it still, but they're just like, stop doing that. Like, it's a crazy show. As far as zombie apocalypses go, this is the way I like it. Everybody's nice and happy. But it's, you know, obviously there's a huge creep factor. There's like, what in the hell is going on here? And it's weird when people are that nice and friendly. It's just bizarre. It's off-putting. And it's a great show. I can see why everybody says they love it. It's definitely something different.
I think the last zombie show I ever saw was, I think it was called Walking Dead, and that was been years ago.
Yeah, I watched like 2 episodes of that, and I was like, nah, not my thing. Everybody shooting everybody in the face, and zombies eating brains, and humans being horrible people. It's just, ugh, I don't want to watch that. That's no fun. You know, that's just no fun for me. Hugely popular show. I mean, everybody loves it. For a long time there, everybody was big on zombies. But
okay, I'm coming up on your 6, and I mean fast. I don't know if I can get the WAVV brake on or not.
I'm looking at it right now. You're coming right up. Yeah, you got this. You're good. Yeah, I like that airplane you got there with the orange parts. Pretty cool. Is that a short configuration?
No, it's a long.
Is it?
It's the old stretch model.
We got the whole gang up here now. Look at y'all. I don't know what happened to that guy that joined us at the first leg, but about halfway through that first leg, I just didn't see him anymore.
I don't know. Maybe he got distracted when we both had some issues there, so I don't know. Maybe.
To be honest, I'm not sure that citation he was flying in would have had good luck at that last airport.
Me, I'm not trying to crowd you. My airplane's just doing its thing.
We're getting pretty close to where I'm going to start jogging off to the right here a few degrees. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn to the right to a heading of, oh, I don't know, how about 135? Right to 135.
Okay, 135.
Before too long, I'm going to drop her down to roughly, I don't know, about 4,000 feet. Yeah, this is a beautiful area too. I stopped here a couple days ago. It was nice. It's right on the edge of that lake. Cool. Big city too. One of them vast cities, huge. You can tell there's a massive population. But it's always nice to see these huge cities like that that don't have skyscrapers and, you know, cranes all over. It's just nice. Yeah, I do love that TAWS radar. You can tell if you got anything in front of you that's you're not going to make it over. Pretty handy.
Yeah, it is handy. I like that feature in it.
And it's a lot more handy than just like the map that shows you the elevation of everything. This actually changes in real time. The colors of everything changes. If it's below you, it's green. If it's above you, it's red. So that's pretty handy.
Yep.
So, Coast, what's the occasion of the big dinner tomorrow? Is Easter thing?
Yep, that's the Easter dinner for the fam.
Oh, nice. Like anything that ends in dinner.
I think my whole family up in West Virginia are getting together for their dinner tomorrow, I guess. I don't know if I can get them to mail me something down here to Tennessee or not.
Send you a ham?
Yeah, send me a slice of ham and some green beans and some stuffing or something. I don't know.
And my dad said he wants to maybe go out to lunch tomorrow. So yeah, that'd be a good time. And then,
So,
of course,
there's an
Sunday,
idea.
my sister has to cook a big Easter dinner on Sunday. A big overachiever. When she's not running marathons and triathlons.
Look, it's not bad to have at least one overachiever in the family.
Sorry, Coast, I didn't catch that.
It's nice to have at least one overachiever in the family.
It is. It is. We've got enough underachievers, that's for sure. Okay, we're 36 out. Probably not too soon to start dropping it down a little bit here. Like I said, I'm going to drop down to about 4,000. Should do the trick. Not in a big hurry to drop down. We still got 30 miles. Alright, coming in. Still dropping like a rock, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, you disappeared on me, huh?
As
You
soon
went
as I
way down
touched that-
fast.
As soon as I touched that knob, it just freaking sent me straight down.
Well, yeah, it's pretty sensitive. I'm glad I've got mine mapped to my yoke, because when I just tap it, I have to tap it like 2 or 3 times just to even get going down.
Really? Yeah, I don't know what it is for me. I think it might be related to a trim issue or something. Like, it's trimmed weird, and then when I hit that, it just automatically goes to what my trim is. I don't know. I tried mapping it onto my stick, but I think I had a conflict of some kind.
Maybe.
Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and turn final runway 09er. I'm going to hold at 4,500 instead. See, we got a little bit of elevation going on up there. Not much. You'll probably see the lake way before you see the airport. You know, the airport's in front of it. I said, as we take off out of here, 8,000 should be enough. There's a little hill right at the end of the runway, but right past that, 8,000 is fine. Get us all the way to the southern coast. It's kind of weird down there. I don't know what that is. See down there about 11 o'clock? There's something kind of glowing. I don't know if it's a river that's out of place or something. Weird looking. Well, the community here has lots of friends from Australia over the years. Many, many. Nice if one of these times we get a couple of them to join us for this Australia flight. I know one of them I wouldn't mind having join us is what's the guy, Nova Wing? Nova Wing used to fly all the time here in the community. As a matter of fact, he used to host flights too.
Is he still up in Michigan?
I don't know if he just comes and goes out of here. I think there's a chance he might have moved here. He was living in Australia there. But yeah, he got himself somehow. He met a girl from Michigan. I don't know how that works. Well, hey, get this. He was a triathlete too. I just put the two and two together. Yeah. I doubt he's ever met my sister. But yeah, he moved here to Petoskey, which is about 2 hours north of where I'm at. And I think he shacked up with some girl. Yeah, met himself a girl halfway across the world, and now they're doing it. I actually met those guys.
Remember, he's got an online presence, so be a little careful.
He does actually. Yeah, he's got a really successful channel called Nova Wing 24, where he does flight simulator reviews and things like that. And yeah, he's a heck of a nice guy.
Yeah, Nova Wing 24. We met him back in the day.
Yeah, he's been around here for a long time. Yeah, I told you guys last time he was up in like Traverse City. I met him up there, and me and him and his girlfriend and a couple of their friends, we sat down, had a nice dinner. It was great.
Yeah, I actually have his channel in his Discord channel bookmarked on my Discord here.
Oh, right. Yeah, he uses that. He used to stream a lot. He used to have group flights of his own. And I don't know how often he still does that. All right, we can see that runway. Let's go ahead and get prepared here. I better drop some speed. I'm about 9 miles out. Actually, I'm about 5 miles out. So yeah, dropping speed, big hurry. Yep, the runway is pretty easy to spot, although it looks like a lot of the stuff that's all around it.
Looks like it's right in the middle of the jungle here.
It is.
Wow.
It is. Got that beautiful lake back there. It's a nice wide runway. That's always good.
Oh crap! I'm looking at the wrong runway. No wonder. Jeez, I'm looking at a little airstrip, a dirt strip.
Yeah, I saw that when I was coming in the other day. Right. It's not even pointing in the right direction. But when I saw it, I thought, uh-oh, I'm going the wrong place too. But no,
Yeah, I was about to land there.
Yeah, the other one's big. It actually has facilities. That last place, that's just like, I don't know, like a little 2-track that you can land down out in the middle of the woods. All right.
Yeah, I tried to log in with my daughter's gaming laptop here, but it's got so much updating to do. It was taking forever, so I turned it off. Apparently, I got a lot of updating to do on the game when I log back in again.
Right, to get her back up and running? Well,
Yeah.
I'm using all of this runway. It took me a while to get my nose down. Still, there's plenty of room. I'm only going to overshoot it a little bit. Boy, I tell you what, I am not on my ball today.
Go along, Mia, because I'm right behind you.
It took me off again. Man, I'm going to crash a second time. I haven't had, oh my God. What is going on today? Where am I? Who am I? Good Lord, I am not having any luck at all. Like I said, it's a good thing I had a good week. I used up all my luck. I used up all my good fortune. There's no such thing as luck.
Well, I used the whole runway. Mia used half, so she beat us both.
I had a good approach and everything. I was just going way too fast. And then I took back off. That sucked. I was doing fine, had my reverse thrust on and everything. And then I lifted back off. Weird. This is a pretty big runway too.
You took a double bogey.
I'll tell you, I'm shooting a 0 up in here. And make it all up on that last landing, make it perfect. Well, this is going to be a stream I'm not proud of, that's for sure. By the time we get back down to the other end of the runway, it's going to be about 35 past the hour. So we're going to be back up in the air at 1:45. So take 10 minutes. Do what you need to do.
Okay.
This is one wide ass runway, isn't it?
It is. It's wider than normal.
Uh-huh. It's so wide it almost didn't look like the runway. Is it because everything is kind of the same color around here?
It looks like square patches, like it's made out of cement instead of blacktop or concrete or blacktop or whatever.
Right. Let's see what it says. It is concrete. It's not asphalt this time. Nice place. They got a little bit of everything.
It's expensive to put that much concrete down for a runway.
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah, especially making it this extra wide. I wonder if this little community here built this runway just kind of for themselves, you know. Alright, pilots, go and grab a snack, grab a drink, calm your nerves. Actually, you guys are doing great. I need to calm my nerves. see everybody back here in about 8 minutes.
All right, we'll be back.
Yeah, I might have to erase this screen or this stream from memory here. I don't need a record of that. Oosh. In all these years, I cannot remember ever crashing twice in the same flight.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome back, buddy.
Got one of those, what's it called, fireballs. I don't see how that goes down.
There you go. But it goes down nice and warm. I like Fireball.
Question.
It's, you know, more of a shot for me. I couldn't imagine
Yeah,
just sitting down drinking it.
yes, it's not one of my favorites, that's for sure.
I've said
But I
before, I
got
do
it.
like
I'll finish it.
the idea of a cinnamon flavored whiskey is just brilliant. That's a great idea right there. Whoever came up with that was thinking.
Oh, I was telling you earlier, I bought that B-52. One of the paint schemes is just like this C-130 I'm flying now with the gray and the orange nose and tail.
Really?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right.
It comes with the gray and the orange like this one, and then it comes with your green
That's,
camouflage, the old style.
That's an Air Force paint job?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. I like the paint job. It looks really good.
It flies like a battleship, though. I mean, golly. And to turn it on the ground, oh, shit, you need a football field to turn it around.
Yeah, it's one of those. I bet you to really get a good turn, you just need to use your throttle quadrant instead. Break it up.
I can't get the thing to accept it. Individually, because in the controls it only has like it goes up to 4 engine, and there's 8 engines on this. So I just had to set it to where one throttle would control all 8. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it won't give me an individual. I can set up 4 individuals, but that leaves the other 4 with.
Sure.
So,
and
I don't know how they do it.
Turn one direction.
Yeah. So I just set it up where one set of throttles controls all 8 engines at the same time. So it's the only way I knew how to do it.
Mia says she had to go feed the cat. Cool. Cats like to eat.
Yeah, I got 3 of those rascals now at my house.
Do ya?
Yeah. An older cat, and then I got 2. We adopted 2 kittens, and now they're about 9 months old. And golly, you talk about ornery. Holy smokes, they wake me up at 2 in the morning wanting to play, and then they get me up at 4 in the morning.
Yep, cats are definitely energetic, aren't they?
Yep.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and take this runway. We've got about a minute before we're out of here. Well, if I can get one good landing tonight, I'll be pretty happy.
You know, I was just watching you there for a second. A C-130 would make a good leaf blower.
Yeah, it would. Do you see how much it kicks back? Big cloud of dust always comes shooting out of the back of it. You could do like the whole neighborhood in one fell swoop. All right, pilots, check your flaps, make sure everything's good to go. We're going to be turning out of here. How about a right-hand turn? A right-hand turn to a heading of 228. So count on that. 228 to get us on course for Mopah. We're lifting off in about 15 seconds, guys and girls. Alrighty, this time we're only needing to go up to 8,000. So that's not very much higher than we are right now. Just try to avoid that little mountain that's directly in front of us. 8,000 is fine. Alrighty, Lazerbolt, spooling up. We're rolling. I need a little redemption here. One more good landing.
Oh, and that B-52, you got to get up to like 200 knots. just to get airborne, and you got to have a
Really?
long runway. Yeah.
I tell you what, how long of a runway to land? I imagine it takes longer to take off than it does to land.
Takes a long one because I can't get any. I don't know. Evidently, a B-52 doesn't have reverse thrust because I can't get it to work on that.
I don't
but
think
it does have
does.
spoilers.
I think you have to have a turbo engine for it to have reverse thrust, and they didn't have turbos back then.
Yeah, it's got spoiler on the to slow you down, and it's got a parachute that you can pop out on the back, and that's about it. So you got to have a pretty long runway to take off and a pretty long one to land.
Yeah, that sounds like a beast. I'd like to check that out. I mean, I
Well,
wouldn't
it's only
mind having it
$29 right now.
I wouldn't mind having it just so I could see other people in it. What kind of speed that thing go? Probably, I'm guessing it won't even hit 200.
No, it will. It'll hit near 500.
Ooh. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got 8 engines behind you.
It's true. I just figured they're just regular, naturally aspirated engines instead of turbo. Still, it's a pretty good deal. That's another one of those. It's hard to beat how classic that aircraft is.
Yeah, it looks cool when you're going through the air. I flew a little bit over in Las Vegas at Nellis Air Force Base, and I saw one other guy flying it.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I mean, at least he knew where to take off from.
Yep. Yeah, I like that taking off and landing there at Nellis because they got that NASCAR or super speedway right there at the end of the runway.
Oh, yeah?
Las Vegas NASCAR track.
That's where that is. Oh, of course. Vegas.
Yep. Yeah, it's right at the end of Nellis Air Force Base. I mean, you can't miss it when you're flying in the Nellis.
But that's something I forget to look for when we're in cities that have a big track. But they're all there. Yeah, we are heading out of the mountains, and we're going to be in some real flat stuff here coming up. This whole leg is just going to be over the rural plains. Well, let's see here. When we get there to Whiskey Alpha Kilo Kilo at Mopah, we're coming in on runway 16. Runway 16 is a big one too. 8,200 feet of asphalt this time. Remember that weird looking concrete. But yeah, 8,200 feet of asphalt with only 10 feet of elevation. Once again, no ILS, but that's fine. We'll get in without it. So we'll count on runway 16 when we get there. Latch onto that flight path. Good to go. Long leg. It's about 199 miles. But we are ahead of schedule. Usually we would just be landing at our second stop right about now. Don't let my erratic jog to the right worry you. I'm just looking for that flight path. I should be turning away from that peak here in a minute. One of the perks of having all 4 airports in the database. Latching onto that in a moment. established on that glide path.
Yep, just caught it myself.
Got a buddy of mine that keeps, he wants to maybe rent my RV for a couple weeks, and I'm just not sure what I think about that. You know what I mean? To be completely honest, 90% of the time my RV just sits there and nobody's using it. I only use it about 2 or 3 times a year, you know, so it's not that. But it's just like, ugh, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm
I don't
not
like
a big
people
fan of
playing-
loaning stuff out.
I don't want people to play with my stuff, you know.
Yep.
They always bring it back broke. And it's got 1,000,001 things wrong with it as it is already. You know, I got it for a real good deal. But it's perfect for me. I know its ins and outs. I know everything it's got going on. I know what works. I know what don't work. And it's perfect for me. Like I said, it's got good internet, stove, refrigerator, microwave, bathroom. But, like I said, I don't know. I'm just going to have to tell him straight up, no, man, stop asking. I think the problem I did is I should have, like, nipped this in the bud a long time ago. I hemmed and hawed about it for a while. You know, like, because I thought about it. I was like, you know, actually, it does sit there doing nothing. And it'd be nice, you know, it's like, hell, I could make $400 a week if I let people use it. Just, yeah, give me $400, pay for gas, and it's all yours, you know. And that would be nice. But then, you know how it is. Don't touch my stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm the same way. I think I'm leery about loaning stuff out.
Yep. You know, like I said, I really like the guy too. And it almost makes me feel, I don't know. It makes me feel bad in a way. It makes me feel like I'm being unreasonable, or I'm being selfish. That's what it makes me feel like. But then again, don't touch my stuff.
Well, it depends on what it is. I mean, something that expensive, you know, is very costly to repair if something breaks, and the likelihood of them wanting to pay you for that is probably slim.
Right. And I'm sure my insurance guy would have a fit. He'd be like, no, what are you doing? You don't have that kind of insurance to let people like write your stuff out. Don't do that. Yeah, my bad though. Like I said, I should have told him a month ago straight up no. Instead, I did the wrong thing by hemming and hawing about it. I'm like, I don't know, think about it. Yeah, you're right, it does just sit there, so I don't know, maybe that wouldn't be too bad, that kind of stuff. It's like, no, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, no. I mean, honestly, if he's going to give me $400 to rent it for the week, go give somebody else $400 that actually rents them, you know?
Here's another argument. Renting out something to a really good friend and then have something go wrong with it doesn't help the friendship either.
No.
That's exactly right, Coach.
No, it's asking for disaster. So Scott, if you're listening, forget it. He's not listening.
I get up there close enough, hoping your ramp pass me back a Pepsi to pour in this red hot or Fireball.
Yeah, how about some Dr. Pepper? That'll go good with that.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, if you look on the map, you can see we're already pretty damn close to Australia up in here. get to this airport. It's just a little jog over. Whoop.
Oh yeah, yeah, we are really close, huh?
Yeah, right there. I'm guessing at the end of next week we're going to end up at Yankee November Papa Echo, perhaps. Actually, we'll make it farther than that. We made it this far in one trip. Probably make it somewhere down here. But it's just like always, it's like it all depends on where the airports are. Gotta go where the airports are. There's not a whole lot of them here. Not a whole lot of them at all. On the coast there is. The coast has a nice selection of them. Most of the major cities though.
Oh, I gotta hit the road brakes again. Whoops.
Getting a little too quick. Oh, I see you up there. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Hey-o.
Got a little dirt on the back of your plane here, and we reach over there and wipe that off for you.
I've got a lot of dirt on this plane. Crashed it twice already. That is just, ugh. I just got the worst crappy feeling in my stomach for that. I want to forget I did it twice. I can't believe it. In all these years, I've never crashed twice in the same flight. Horrible.
So this is an argument for crashing 3 times to keep it from being twice?
Yeah. Well, let's go for a hat trick. It was hockey season. Too busy having a great week to worry about landing. That's just one of those weeks. One of those weeks where the universe is smiling on me.
It's nothing to worry about. There's a guy that flies once a month over in England. I don't know if you've heard of him, Sam Hanger. He creates flight plans just for the same purpose, just for the purpose of causing chaos and create the accident. Yes.
He probably even suggests an airplane to use.
Yep.
Huh. Is that a guy on YouTube?
Yeah, he does a YouTube channel called Sam Hanger. His name is Mark over in England.
Right.
And I guess he gets a lot of Microsoft's hardware, and does reviews and stuff for him on there, and then once a month he'll put together a flight plan, and shoot, he gets like 40 or 50 people in there, and then he'll create these places to land and that are just insane.
Right. There's a lot of stuff out there that's insane. It is a big world. And it all depends on, too, which direction you're coming from, what the weather is, what you're flying. You could set up some pretty harrowing situations.
Yeah, he does that just for fun, and but it's all in fun because if about half of the field will crash into each other or go over a cliff, or a lot of underbridge flying and stuff like that.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we don't do much of that in the C-130s, but occasionally when we switch to something a little smaller. I was thinking it's probably about time to do that too, because since we're getting to Australia, there's a couple of really nice points of interest that you can only check out if you're in something smaller and slower. And when we're traveling the big distances, we'll be in the C-130. Yeah, I'm going to swap out to a different airplane once we get to Australia. Won't be flying Fat Albert anymore for that leg. Let's see what they got. It'd be nice if they had an Australian Air Force. I don't think they do. They might. I know, what's the Captain Sunman? Is that Australian Air Force?
I'm not sure if he's got one or not.
Oh, y'all are holding a great formation up here. Looking good. so hard at work trying to make a script for the Star Wars Day. I think I've cracked it. I think I've actually at least got the story. Now I just have to get it down on paper. A story with all the sophistication of your average Scooby-Doo episode.
Well, it does look pretty tight, doesn't it?
Sorry, Bob.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just saying what you said earlier. It just looks like we got a real tight formation here.
It looks great. It really is. Very tight. It does look like we're missing a few of our regulars, though. I haven't seen a couple of these guys,
yeah.
like Mr. Newbie. Haven't seen him in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and the Crow Air and Crowfoot brothers. And, of course, Longhorn.
Coach
Might
Longhorn,
have had,
yeah, hopefully everything's okay with him. Usually if he can't make it, he says something. Well, who's that guy that was flying with us for a while? Nice kid. Who was that? Warthog? Yeah.
Warthog flew with us.
Yeah, I see him there too. Yeah, it is a holiday weekend. It's one of those weekends too that it's I can tell the bar downstairs is extra busy. It gets busy on holiday weekends because everybody's home. Everybody, all the college kids are home for the weekend. Everybody that moved away comes home for the weekend.
Yeah, understandable.
Still got over 100 miles. It's a long leg. But like I said, we're a bit ahead of schedule today, so this will be fine. Take a nice, lazy, slow leg. Finally, we're not up in the mountains. We're just a nice, casual 8,000. Maybe I can bring this bird down on a, what do you say? It's a long-ass runway. Got 8,200 feet. I think I can do it.
So far, we've had a long-ass runway and a wide-ass runway.
Yes. It's my kind of runway. I wonder if the reason it was so wide had something to do with it being made out of concrete. They make that extra wide for some reason.
I don't know.
It seems like concrete would be slippery too.
I don't think I've ever seen a concrete runway like that with the little squares.
You know what? We're going low enough. Why don't we go ahead and bump up our speed to 250? Let's get an extra 20 knots here. 250,
250.
indicated.
Okay.
It's a long leg. We're so low, we're not even really getting much of a ground speed boost.
I'm showing about 278 to.
Yeah, I'm doing 278 now that I'm up to 250 indicated. 278 ground. I think immediately after tonight's flight, I'm going to check out the sale and see what all they got on the marketplace.
Yeah,
They usually
there's
have
several.
like a lot of stuff, almost everything, really.
Yeah, there was a lot they had marked down. Some of it's 10% off, some of it's more.
There's a couple of them I'm looking into. You've been talking recently. It's been a couple weeks, but you mentioned one. You and Longhorn were talking. I think you guys both had it. It came out, I don't know, a couple months ago. It's been updated. It's really good now. I wish I could remember what it was. It's an old Warbird.
The B-17 is on the marketplace now. That's the only one that I can think of.
Yeah.
The B-25, I got that from Just Flight. Or no, I got that from Airplane Heaven.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's one of those. I keep hearing you guys talk about it, and it's like, that sounds like something I'd like a lot.
Yeah. I've always liked the B-17 because I guess when I was a kid, I used to watch 12 O'Clock High, and I was crazy about it. But then I bought the B-25 also, and man, that thing flies really nice. It flies good.
I noticed there's more and more of them too that have like a demo. You can check them out. That I like. Because we've all had airplanes that looked awesome, and then you get in and it's like, what? They must have spent 10 hours making this airplane. It's terrible.
The only thing about the B-17 is I think they got it too loud, inside and out. Yeah. The B-25 is a little more, I don't know, I think they put a little more work into it.
Right.
But that's not on the marketplace.
Yeah.
That's Airplane Heaven, I think, is the website.
Oh, okay. So they're not the same company.
No.
I just know that I've heard you and Longhorn both talk about one where there was something to do about it. I don't know if it was just an update or something about a month ago. And you guys both sound like you liked it a lot.
Well, that's the only Warbird besides the B-52 I just bought. The B-17 he has. He said he didn't fly it much because it didn't work too well in VR, but he likes the airplane.
That sounds like the one. Got a friend of the community, Kineas, checking in. Well, cheers right back to you, Kineas. We actually, over the course of the week, checked out a couple of Kineas' streams. He's always doing some fun stuff over there. The last one I saw, I think he was working on his career mode. And yeah, it's fun. He does a good job. Okay, Big River. Big River. And this is one of those nights, everybody. It's a pretty small group flight going on today. Because people are always coming and going. People always have stuff to do. And that's why I always like to encourage, if anybody would like to join us, do it. Come, grab the game, come join us. All the information is in the description of the video. It shows what we're flying, where we're going. And yeah, pretty casual around here. So yeah, it would be great if you joined us one of these days. For the past few months, we've had quite a few good pilots come through here. They stop in whenever they have a chance. And I understand a lot of people got better stuff to do on a Friday night. I get it. Yeah, Kineas, it's been a while since I've monkeyed with the career mode myself. For a long time there, I was big into it. Mostly the cargo missions. I really like doing the cargo missions. But yeah, I did that 24/7 for a long time when the game first came out. I need to get back to it. I was kind of waiting for him to come up with that, the super heavy transports with the beluga, and they ain't come out with that yet. So still kind of waiting. Bob put a picture up here. What do you got, Bob? Neat. Now that is a nice looking group. Beautiful. Now, Bob, I still haven't installed that add-on that gives you colors on your name tags. I like your colored name tags. With me, they're just white. And when there's a cloud around, you can't see the name. But that's pretty handy, having them green, where you can make them any color you want. Right?
Any color you want, yeah.
It's pretty cool. And that is the long configuration room, isn't it? You just just
Yeah,
can't tell.
it is.
Looks,
Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
stretched
Mia is
out.
in a long stretch model too.
Right on. Yeah, like I said, before next week, I'm going to check out a couple of the paint jobs for the short configuration, and that will be when I fly through Australia. Whoa, Viper Shot. Likes your photo there, buddy. Nice. He's right. It's an amazing photo. We are about 75 out. Looking good. We are coming in on runway 16 here, so give myself a little visual aid. .57. CDI over here, set that to VOR1. Oop, I'm gonna hit my heading hold first. And now I can see our runway is in this direction. Perfect. Just under 70 miles right now, so oh, I don't know, maybe another 25 or 30 miles. I'm gonna drop it down. Scoot back to where I was originally. All is well. Yeah, Kineas, you missed it. I'm not having a good night here tonight. I have crashed twice already. I could not tell you the last time I've crashed 2 times in the same flight. Yeah, both of my first 2 airports. Disastrous. All my own fault. I just didn't do it right. I didn't pilot. Last one here is going to be my big redemption. $60 out. Yeah, get a good look at New Guinea, because next week we're out of here. That's the last of it. New Guinea was nice to us. Quite beautiful. Those last 2 airports weren't very nice to me, but they're still nice looking.
We're out of the mountain areas now. It's all flat down there.
It's flat as a pancake around here. This must be more of a, what do they call it, like a river basin. Like all the runoff from the mountains comes down here and basically created all this land with all the soot and the soil that it's bringing with it. Just makes a big, flat, marshy area. Just the combination of colors going on here looks really nice. I like that. Orange and blue always look good together, no matter what your football team is. Kineas mentions that CJ4. I'm flying that a lot. It's a nice bird too. I like that. Yeah, I agree. The C-130s look really nice when they're on formation. You know, we could use it right now. We could use somebody to come in here with, you know, an F-16. Tell you what. A C-130 group with a fighter escort is just magic. Absolute magic. Alright, 43 out. In, oh, probably not too long, maybe another 10 miles, 10 or 15 miles. I'm going to go 10 or 15 degrees to the right. And probably about 20 miles, I'm going to bring her down to 2,000.
Okay.
Coast, is that you firing up Flight Simulator? Did I miss you saying you fixed your sim, or did you install it on your daughter's laptop?
Who are you talking to? I'm trying to fire up the sim
On your computer?
on the laptop.
Okay. Good. It sounds like the specs on that laptop are plenty good enough to run it. Well, that's cool.
It's an 8th generation i7.
Yeah, that should be fine. Like you mentioned, the graphics card I had in there at one time, and that's a pretty good one. Good enough. Yeah, Kenny, yes, I agree. You wouldn't want that AC 130 coming after you. When it's doing that slow circle around your position, you're in trouble. Well, cool, yeah. It just told me in Steam that Coast fired up Flight Sim. I haven't seen that in a while.
No guarantee it'll work.
Well, just one more good thing to happen this week. Like I said, it was a good week for me. It was a big, major relief of stress happened, something that I was dreading. And yeah, it all got taken care of. And yeah, wonderful.
I can see the coast up ahead of us, the ocean.
Yeah, we haven't seen nothing but mountains in a couple weeks, so this is refreshing. If we could see a little further, actually, we might barely be able to see Australia over there in the distance, if you can just see the shore. Well, I am going to go ahead and turn to a heading of, I don't know, let's see here, we're about 240. I'm going to drop her down to 2,000 feet. That'll get us there. Also, start slowing down too. That's been my problem all night. Been going too fast. Slow her down, Lazerbolt. All right. Drop her down 2,000. Alright, finally some subtlety to my pitch trim knob. It's working beautifully. Nice. 17 out. Time to start paying attention. Once again, the flight plan is telling us to come in on runway 34. The flight plan doesn't know what it's talking about. Oh yeah, Kenny, is first, what is my name in the sim? I am just straight up Lazerbolt. Yeah. Send me a friend request. Glad to take that. And yes, this is our last leg for the evening. This is it. We've been flying for about 2.5 hours. And yeah. Hey, new friend request. New guest. I'll check that when I get on the ground. I always think it's amazing. There's like in everywhere. Whenever I check the availability of Lazerbolt, it's always available on every platform and every site, everything. It's always available. I mean, as nice as that is, it probably just means that it's a really stupid name. Nobody wants that dumbass name, but it's always available. I never have trouble finding it. Oh, I take it back. On Twitch, I had to put an S on the end of it. On Twitch, I'm Lazerbolts with an S. But everything else, Lazerbolt is always available. It's that cool of a name.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Mine is not. I don't know if anybody's used mine or not, but just came up with it one day and said, whatever.
Well, it's nice that you're just like Wingnut. You're not like Wingnut 25XZ178. You know, you're Wingnut 1960 something.
Yep.
I can't believe you're older than me. So I was born in 67. So I'm just used to being older than everybody. Of course, around here, we have a pretty high average age around here usually.
Coast has us all.
Yeah.
No, we're talking double, right?
Just good, clean living.
My friend, I'd just be happy if I can put my damn pants on when I'm your age. I'll tell you what.
You're here. I'm on a decent base leg right now. In another few miles, I'll be turning final. Jeez. If that's the airport, I should probably turn right now. Is that the airport?
Okay. Everybody watch Lazerbolt as he's coming in for the landing. He's in front of us all.
I don't think that's the airport, but we'll turn anyway. Turning final-ish. Yeah, I'm only 5 miles out. That might be the airport.
Yep, that's it.
Hold my beer. I'm landing. That is it. I'm still a little off the runway, but that's the one. Alright. Gave myself a master caution again. That's never good. Alright. Gear down. Coming in at a horrible angle, but at least my speed is good this time. No problem there. Alright. Looking good. Half-mile approach.
Mile and a half.
I'm actually getting this thing to work all of a sudden.
That is
Cool.
such good news. I love hearing that, my man.
Oh, me, I didn't see you. You're right below me. Go long.
Alright. I'm getting my ass off this runway from the comms I'm hearing. Oh, I made it down. Safe and sound. We don't have much of a tarmac here, but it's a staging area.
I don't think I'll be in today, but next week.
Buddy, that's awesome that you got that up and running. Yeah,
You're
it's
good,
going to
man.
take a
I'm
few
making
days.
this turn.
Take a few days just to get your controls back up and running. Although, all that stuff might be there. Just using the right when you log in. If you're lucky,
Well,
you won't have to redo it.
I have everything on Steam.
Okay. And like I said, if you're lucky, you won't have to redo your control scheme. But if not, we've all had to do that so many times. We know the basics. You know, we check the 10 common things, and that's all you need. Well, wonderful. I made it down. I didn't kill anybody this time. Thanks, Kenius. You're too kind. Just pull over here on the white line, and I'll try to back up enough to where I'm not creating a big dust cloud.
This thing takes a long time to load in.
We haven't seen you in the game in a while, and that makes me happy, man. I want to see that.
May 2025.
It's been that long? Wow. Okay,
Yep.
a year. You're right. Yeah, almost down the nose. Got this little airplane parked under my tail. That's great.
My dang on nose wheel steering is doing some crazy stuff again.
Is it?
I turn it, I turn it, and then it goes back to straight all by itself.
You know, that might... I'm wondering if it has something to do with your HOTAS itself. Like, maybe the only way to fix that would not be to reload the game, but to restart your computer altogether. Let it reload them drivers.
Yeah, maybe.
If I open up my tailgate, I can almost fit this airplane in there. Yeah, let's get that cargo ramp down. Among other things. Let's see. As soon as you start opening stuff up, it makes a lot of noise. Shut these engines off.
When I get these things working, I'm going to have to figure out which one of my 4 monitors I'm going to use.
Well, you got that covered, huh? Monitor-wise.
I just picked up a 30-inch monitor for
Really?
free.
For free? Well, cool. That's a good deal. You can't turn it down.
Came from my brother.
Oh, nice.
So I think I have to set up 2 systems, 2 independent systems here now. So one on the old Windows 10, one on the Windows 11.
Well, there you go. Went from one system to like 2 or 3.
I'm stuck over here in the grass, and then now my nose steering won't turn any direction. Before it was just turning left, now it won't turn at all.
Beautiful evening here for the last night of Papua New Guinea. I just realized I had my mic turned off for who knows how long.
Oh, really? Yeah, this is the first I heard from you.
These beautiful birds.
Okay, I guess I'll just do a shutdown over here in the grass.
That's it. You can't move after that, huh? That is a shame. Yeah, the game just has curveballs it likes to throw. It's always something.
Yeah.
Always something different. I changed my t-shirt. Let's see. Oh, hey, it actually worked. Camp Nowhere. I'm not sure, but I think this is a Stranger Things reference. But I picked it because it says 85. I graduated high school in 1985. Yeah. Pretty big town around here. It's hard to tell what side of the street they drive on around here, because it looks like they're on both sides. This poor guy not knowing where to go. You're so close to the road, buddy.
That's crazy. I exited out, then I spawned back in on the parking ramp, and the steering was working.
Oh. Really?
It's
Just by spawning in? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I may have to check my drivers and see if there's something going on there.
That is odd. We've been flying a long time, and I ain't never seen that.
No, I've never had
Longhorn-
any issues like that before.
Longhorn has his own nose wheel issues, but it's not quite that.
Yeah, his is opposite. It's inverted or something, but mine just wasn't turning at all. And then when I landed here just now, it was only turning to the left, and when I turned it to the right, it would center itself back to neutral or straight.
Gosh, maybe it could even be fixed by something as simple as unplugging your stick and plugging it back in. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? Next week, it'll probably never happen again.
Yeah, that's the way it works, huh?
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody, I think this is a good time to just go ahead and call it evening. We had a great time flying around tonight, and a great time flying around Papua New Guinea in general. This whole area was just beautiful. A couple challenging areas to land in, and it was just a really nice flight around here. And next week, we're going to fly from here, and right away, we're going to be in Australia. So throw a shrimpy on the Barbie and all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you guys next Friday.
Right.
Take care, everybody. Bye now.